Okay, so today we'll be looking at this one, the adjective first. Okay, adjective is used everywhere and also most of the time in terms of writing and speaking as well, because it will test you whether you are able to master the language. If you are able to show adjective phrase, that means your language level is higher a little bit than the basic. So let's look at the adjective phrases worksheet here. Okay, and now here this worksheet says that identify the adjective phrases in the following sentences. You just need to identify, because I think I already sent you this material already. So all you need to do is just figure out the answer and just write down the answer. Is that okay? You don't have to write the whole thing. Yeah. So the hints here, an adjective phrase serves the same purpose as an adjective. That means it modifies a noun. Adjectives, as you know, adjectives is used to hang on, let me type out. Just a moment. Okay. The use of adjective is to describe. Adjective is used to describe a noun. Okay, is to describe a noun. So the position of adjective usually is adjective plus a noun, such as, let me make it smaller. Okay, for example, a chubby lady. Okay, did you see chubby is an adjective? Lady is a noun, right? Sometimes adjective can also be used after to be. To be plus adjective. Okay. For example, okay, subject plus to be plus, okay, hang on, subject. Subject is a noun. And then plus to be plus adjective. Okay, for example, he is handsome. Okay, now he is a subject, is a to be. To be in the present tense is. Handsome is adjective. So for this part is understandable, right? Because this is the basic of basic, okay? Now, here this adjective phrase is different because it is used to describe the subject or describe the noun, but in a phrase form. Because this adjective, the one that I show you, this one is single words. Single, 一个而已, single, so that's why it's called adjective. But adjective phrase means, this adjective phrase means it's a short, a few words they form, and it is used to describe the noun or the subject. Phrases means a short phrase. It's not just a verb, but a shorter one with combinations of few words. Okay, let's take a look on the example. Have you ever seen an elephant with a white skin? Okay, I'll show you the example first here. An elephant, which one? Can you tell me which one describe an elephant? Which one? Have you ever seen an elephant with a white skin? Which one describe an elephant?
White skin.
Yes, white skin, correct or not? So usually a phrase is the whole thing like this, with a white skin. Do you understand what I mean? So if let's say you write, have you ever seen an elephant? It's just normal. But if you learn how to use adjective phrase to describe more about the elephant, about the subject, about the noun, you can use an adjective phrase such as with a white skin. Because you can't say, have you ever seen an elephant white skin? No, with a white skin. So this whole thing is called adjective phrase. Do you understand? Because it's formed by a few words, and the whole phrase is used to describe an elephant. Okay, so let's try out number 2. Can you read the whole sentence?
He was wearing a crown made of gold.
Okay, crown made of gold. Crown means, do you understand the meaning of crown? Crown means 皇冠. Okay, something that people wear on the head, right? 皇冠 is that king, you know, is wearing a crown. So which one is an adjective phrase? Which one describe about the crown?
Made of gold.
Good job. Okay, so it's pretty easy, right? Okay, next one. There I met a girl with blue eyes. Which one is adjective phrase?
Blue eyes.
With blue eyes. With. You need to have a preposition with blue eyes. Okay, can you read this one?
Wild beasts in small cages
Cages. Cages.
cages are sorry sight.
Okay, do you understand the meaning?
野生的动物在那个
Ah,
小的里面。
okay, so what does that mean? This one, sorry sight. Can you guess? If you guess wrongly, it's okay.
惨象
Yeah, a sorry sight, right? That means it's not that means they are pitiful. A sorry sight means pitiful. Pitiful 就是很可怜，很惨的意思，很惨的意思。OK，很可怜，很惨啊，pitiful。Sorry，就是很可怜的样子。OK，because they are all in the small cages. OK，so wild beasts are those 野生的动物。OK，so tell me which one describe about the wild beasts.
in
You
small cages.
Good job. Yes, in small cages. So you have a preposition and to describe more about the wild beasts. Okay. Oops. In small cages. Okay, I'll send you this one. Okay, no worry. Okay, next one. Number 5.
A
Can you
man with
read?
a long hair came to see me.
Yes. So which one is adjectival phrase?
With a long beard.
Good job. With a long beard. With a long beard. Okay, that means that gives you more information about the man. He has long beard, right? 就是长的胡须. Okay, so if you say a man came to see me, it's normal. But if you give me more information about the man, a man with a long beard, whoa, then it give me a different picture already. Okay, you understand? So this is how you write, how you say the things. Okay, number 6.
We visited many villages without any inhabitants.
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 Yeah, inhabitants means what? Can you guess? Inhabitants means people who live there is called inhabitants. Okay, inhabitants, people who live there, inhabitants 就是居住的人 inhabit. The word inhabit means live. Okay, the word inhabit, if you don't understand the meaning, right, you have to find the root word. The root word is inhabit. Okay, inhabit means live. Okay, if it add a suffix is ants plus a suffix ant, it becomes inhabitants, it becomes human being. People, the occupants. You can also say occupants. Occupants 是居住的人 occupants. Occupants come from the word occupy. Occupy means 占据，就是fill in the place, fill in. Okay, but if you add ant, it becomes human being. This is a suffix here. This is a suffix. So you look at the words, you play with the words, right? So it becomes people who fill in that place. So in another word, it means people who live there. Okay. So inhabitants also means occupants. All right. So here, which one is the phrasal, adjective phrasal, adjectival phrase?
Without any inhabitants.
Good job. Okay, so that means the villages it's empty, no one there, right? Okay, number 7, can you read?
A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Okay, so which one? Do you understand the whole phrase, the meaning of it?
一个真心的朋友是很需要的，
很什么啊？
需要
很真心朋友很需要。So what does that mean? The whole phrase, this one is a proverbs. So you actually can write, if let's say the essay is related, a topic related to friendship or relationship, this one is a good golden phrase, golden adage, or we call it proverbs to use. So a friend in need is a friend indeed means this one we cannot break it down into various words to try to guess, but we can guess a bit from here. Basically, it means that if if you are in need, you face difficulty, you are facing a difficult time, and you are in need of help, and someone extend the hand to give you help, that kind of person is a true friend. Do you understand? So meaning if you are in difficult situations, you are facing challenging time, you are in need of help. When you look around, there's no one offer help, but there's one person who come approach you, they extend the help, they care for you, and that person is a true friend. Do you understand? Okay, so that's the
Okay.
meaning. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Okay, so that means someone in need of help, but a friend comes, that the person is a true friend. So here in this one, here, which one is the adjective phrase?
It's a friend indeed.
Is a friend indeed. Which one? Which one describe a friend?
Need and indeed.
Yes, in need. In need, actually. In need is described about this friend is in need. This one is described about the friend is in need. Okay, usually it's a preposition that goes with something else. So we call it an adjective phrase. Okay, indeed is an adverb. So it's not adjective phrase. All right, so this one in need. How about number 8? Can you read?
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
Bush. Okay, bush, the meaning of bush, can you guess the meaning? Bush.
挥动腿
Push and bush is different, huh? Push. This is bush. Push is different. Push 是推. Bush is a small shrub. A small shrub means like 好像小树丛这样子的，好像小树丛。Okay, so a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. So 好像有2只鸟在那个小树丛那边。Okay. So which one do you think is the adjective phrase?
Is it's worth two in the bush.
Worth two in the bush. Usually it goes with preposition first. Look for the preposition. There are 2 prepositions here, right? Did you notice in the sentence? There are 2 prepositions.
It's worth.
Preposition. You know what is preposition? Like in, with, in. Look for without. All these are called preposition.
In the hand.
Yes, a bird in the hand. And then another one.
In the bush.
Good job. Okay. So in the hand, a bird in the hand. What does that mean? And then worth two in the bush. This two is referring to the 2 birds in the bush. So one bird in the hand is better than you have you aim for the two birds in the bush. Worth means you are aiming for the two birds in the bush. What does that mean? What kind of idea you can get from these proverbs?
Mm. 两只鸟在手好过，不是，一只鸟在手好过两只鸟在森林。
两个好过两只鸟在树丛那边。So what does that? So what idea it gives to you?
The thing what we have it only precious.
The past, say again.
The thing that we have is only precious.
The thing that we have is more precious. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So actually it means, yeah, it's close, but not exactly. The a bird in the hand is worth. That means something you can something you already you have you already have that the power to control than something you cannot control, because something in your hand you are able to control, right? And then the two birds in the bush, can you control? Can you control the two birds? Of course you cannot control, right? Because you are not sure whether you can get them, right? So if you try to catch the other two and you let go of the one in your hand, right? So then you lose everything, correct or not? Yeah. So basically, if you need to focus on the one that is in your hand that you can manage rather than those you cannot manage. Focus in the one that you can manage than those you cannot manage. That's the meaning of it. Okay. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Okay. So it's better to be content with what you have than to risk losing everything by seeking to get more. Okay. It is a proverb, so you can just write down the meaning. Okay. It's better to be content with what you have than losing. It's better for you to it is better to be content to what you have than losing, than taking the risk, than taking the risk to lose, than taking the risk than taking the risk. Okay. Then taking the risk of losing everything, or then taking the risk to seek more. Okay, so that's the meaning of it. Okay, make it smaller. Where is it? I cannot even see my mouse. Can you see? Okay, all right. It's better to be content. Content 就是你可以满足在你现在手上有的 than taking the risk to seek more. 而好过你去冒险去想要得到更多。Okay, so that's the meaning. All right, you can write this down. Okay, if you finish, you put a thumbs up and let me see.
This year I put already.
Okay, I didn't see because I try to minimize the face, everything. Okay, all right, number 9. Okay, can you read this one, number 9?
He was a young man of great promise.
Okay, so which one is adjective phrase?
Of great promise.
Good job. Of great promise. Of great promise. So what does it mean to you?
很守信用。
很守信用 of great promise 看起来有点像很守信用。Is a of great promise that means this 有大好前途的，有大好前途，with a great future or great promise, with a great future. They can this person is very promising, very promising. Okay. Okay. Right. Something like let me see how. Let me see whether it has the sentence example in other place. I don't think they have any other examples here. Just a moment, I'm searching for it. Yeah, it doesn't have it, but anyway, okay, anyway, just let you know that it means, okay, this one cancel. Basically, it means the person, it is a person full of potentials, full of talents, full of potential with a great future, a person who is full of potential and talent. Okay, so that's the meaning. Yeah, all right. Next, can you read?
In a long one, he narrated the tale of his advantages.
The tale of his adventures, the tale. Okay, in a low voice, he narrated the tale of his adventures. So look for something to describe a noun. So in this sentence, which one is a noun? Which one is a noun, a subject?
Narrated the tale.
Narrate is a verb, 是动作来的。Which one is a noun?
The tale.
Yes, the tale. So what's the meaning of the tale?
尾巴
This one is 尾巴. This one is tale. Tale means story. Okay. This one is a story. All right. The tale of his adventure. So since we know that adjectival phrase describe noun. So which one is adjective phrase? Look for the preposition.
in a low voice.
We need to find it closer to the noun. Which one is closer to tale? Which one is closer to tale?
Of his adventures.
Yes, of his adventure. So this one is an adjective phrase. Okay, because this tale is about what? About his adventure. If you say he narrated the tale of someone's experience. Okay, so this one will be, so you have to, what kind of tale is this? Okay, it's about his adventures. So of his adventure is an adjective phrase to describe the tale. In a low voice is not an adjective phrase. In a low voice is a adverbial phrase. We call it, this one, I think hopefully we have enough time. This is called adverbial phrase. Adverbial phrase to describe about an action. So you need to look for the adverb, to look for the verb. The verb is narrate. Narrate is the verb. So how he narrate? He narrate in a low voice. 他怎样去 narrate? What's the meaning of narrate? Narrate means he is describing the tale. He's describing the story of his adventure in a low voice. How did he describe? He described in a low voice. So in a low voice is an adverbial phrase to describe the narrate. But today we are learning about adjective phrase. Adjective means to describe a noun. Tale is a noun. Tell is a noun, so you need to look for something that describes a noun. Okay, you got it? Hannah? All right. So this is called the adjective. So can I stop this one? Can I move on to the other part? Are you okay with this?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, hang on. Let me move to the other. So adjective phrase, you don't have any problem really, right? So let's look at participle phrase. This is another phrase because what I'm showing you is a different ways of writing to improve your sentence formations, and also, yeah, sentence formation, you have to know how to use different ways of writing. Can you hear my voice? Because people are playing with the firecrackers here now. It's very noisy. Can you hear?
Can.
Can you hear? They are lighting up the firecrackers, so I can't hear. Last time we also have fireworks here. Yeah, it's very beautiful, but it's a bit noisy. Okay, now we look at the participle phrase. So what is participle phrase? This is also a way. This one is very, very important in terms of writing about your experience, and in terms of speaking about your experience, and in terms of story narration. This kind of formation is a beautiful formation of sentence, very, very important. Who knows? I'm not too sure whether you might want to, because in terms of speaking, right, if you know how to use this participle phrase to express, it's very good. Okay, not just only in terms of writing, because this is called complex sentence. Okay, so let's look at here. What is participle phrase? Just now we learned it, the phrase that we learned is adjectival phrase, right? And now we are learning participle phrase. Adverbial phrase is later, but we look at participle phrase here. Okay, let's take a look on here. Let me see, where is my, okay. I don't think I have this one. Oh, sorry, just a moment. I'm not sure whether this is the one that I need. Oh, you have this with you, right, Karana? Do you have it?
Yep.
You have this. Let me take the picture first so that I can look at the questions. So wait, share again. You print it out already, right? Yeah,
Yes,
this is the one. Yeah,
yeah.
this is the one. This is the one I shared with you, right? The other day, right? Is it this one or the other one? I think this one, right? Did you see this one last? Is it this one I shared with you, right? Because I
Yeah.
remember there's another one that I shared. I think, let me check my home phone. Are you sure it's this one?
Yeah, I have it now.
Huh? Because I have another one. Oh, wait, not this. Never mind, I just do this one. There's also another one, is PowerPoint one, right? The PowerPoint, correct or not? I share with you the PowerPoint one, right? Correct or not?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we go with this. Okay, so let's look at it here. This one. Okay, participle phrase. Okay, let's look at this one. Find the participle phrase in the following sentences, then mention what each participle modifies. Okay, so let's define what participle means. Participle means participles. Participles. There are different types of participles. Okay, one is called present participles. Participle, there are different types, participles. Okay, let's look at it. One is present participles. Present participle means it's a verb plus ing. We call it present participle. Sometimes we do call it gerund. So the other one, we call it past participle. Past participle is verb. Usually, if it is a regular verb, we have ed. So this is called regular past participle. But if it is irregular, we don't add ed. We also have irregular. Irregular past participle. Okay, just highlight it. Just a moment. Because it's blocking me wait, because it's blocking. So wait, I need to cover the background so they can see, because it's blocking the view. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Maybe I make it. Can you see? Can you see? Participles have different forms. Can you see this one? Can see, right? Okay. So past participle, if it is a regular, okay, let me type out regular past participle is like past tense. Regular past tense is like jump, then jump is jump, you have ed. But irregular past participle, irregular past participle is like sing, sang, sung. Okay, the verb is different, completely different. Like sung, it's called irregular past participle because the word is completely different. All right, so this is called past participle. So here in the sentence, this participle phrase, we call it participle or we call it participle, P-I-A-L or P-L-E, they are the same. Okay, so they are actually, they modified something. For example, let's take a look on the swimmer shaking with cold quickly grabbed a towel. Okay, now you need to look for the verb with ing first if it is about the action verb. So participle phrase here, we look for ing. So here we can take a look on cold, shaking with cold. Okay, let me make it. Is it too small? Okay for you? Shaking with cold. So what does it modify? Because this kind of sentence, right, is a very beautiful sentence. And in terms of writing, in terms of speaking, so what does it modify? Which one does it modify? The swimmer shaking with cold quickly grabbed a towel. Which one does it modify? Is the swimmer, right? So it modifies the swimmer. That means he is shaking with cold. So in the full sentence, why do we use participle phrase? Because sometimes we can omit a few words. Let me write the sentence which it used. Okay, if without using participle phrase, you can write this. This is the way you wrote it. Okay, let me open another new page because this page is not a PowerPoint, so I cannot make it. So I have to use another one. Okay, the swimmer shaking. Wait, I need to take a picture because I need to move to another document to work. So I need the questions. Just a moment. Okay, so let's go to a new. Okay, this one, the sentence itself, you can write this way. Okay, let me make it bigger, just a moment. The swimmer It was shaking with cold. He quickly grabbed a towel. Okay. So basically, this is actually two sentences and it formed into one. So if we use a participle phrase, or we call it participle phrase, it becomes the swimmer, okay, shaking with cold, quickly grab a towel, okay? Or you can say shaking with cold, the swimmer quickly grab a towel, okay? The second sentence and the third sentence is the same. The first sentence is called a compound, is called a two simple sentence. The second sentence is a complex sentence. And the third one is a complex sentence. So because in terms of writing, right, we will see whether students know how to change the sentence into different forms of sentence. If the person know how to master it, that means their level is higher. Okay, so 2 and 3 is a higher level of the person's mastery of language writing. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3 actually means the same thing. But 2 and 3, the sentence formation is complex, 是复杂型的句型。The first one 是两个简单的句型。If students, I have students who try to write complex sentence, but in havoc, that means the student wrote completely wrong. So I told my student, if you don't know how to, if you do not understand how to form the complex sentence, you better don't try to do it. You better use the simple sentence. You use simple sentence, at least you have marks. But if you write wrongly, you write the wrong complex sentence, right? You lose marks. You understand what I mean? So, for example, he's writing a wrong way. He is forming a wrong complex sentence. Instead, he can actually use simple sentence. Simple sentence, probably he can gain 3 marks. Okay, but complex sentence, he probably can get 5 marks. If he write it correctly, he can get 5 marks. But he wrote wrongly, so he lose mark. That means we have to minus mark for him. So probably he only get 1 mark here. He only get 1 mark instead of 5. If he wrote wrongly, he get 1 mark. Okay, so compared to the simple sentence he gained, so which one will he need to use? He would rather use simple sentence than the complex sentence. But if he write correctly, he get full marks, 5 or 6. You understand, right? Okay, so that's how it goes.